Welcome
Y saludos, amigos.
a nuestra presentación Revenge of the Pod. We are happy to be back, presented to you by Room 303 Network. Jason, before we get into it, obviously this is my co-host. Go and say hi, Jason.
What's up, guys?
Jason, we've been out for a minute. I want to apologize to the listeners. I've been in Bolivia. You know what I'm saying? Jason had some things to take care of in Uzbekistan. Really busy people.
For sure.
Yeah. No, sorry guys. Things have just been crazy hectic in our real lives, and sometimes life gets in the way. So we're happy to be back, trying to bring you guys an episode. We've got a lot on the docket, Jason. We've got a lot to talk about that we can catch up on.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a very thick episode, for a very thick Thanksgiving, I guess. Post Thanksgiving. If you guys are still full, we're gonna fill you up.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get into it. How you been, man?
Oh, pretty good, man. Just back from Thanksgiving, I got to see my boy Luigi. We got to see each other for first time since last Thanksgiving, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
first time in
yeah.
this.
Yeah. We got together. Shout out to your family, man, for having me over. I had some Puerto Rican food. That was dope. Shout out Mama Rosario. I had some ponche for the first time, the alcoholic type, the one that you serve to your kids.
I was non-alcoholic. Just to be clear to everyone, Jason's was alcoholic. It's usually alcoholic. The one I gave to children was not. I just
Yeah, right. Just kidding. Yeah, no, for real. I don't want him to get fired. It wasn't. But yeah, dude. Honestly, man, it kind of tasted like horchata,
has some similar.
And yeah, I love me some horchata, man. So I loved it. Some fried plantains, like lasagna type thing. That shit was fucking fire. What was it called, bro? I don't even remember the name of that.
Pastelón.
Yeah, pastelón. Okay, that shit was fire. And then your aunt, she made this like potato salad, but with like fruit.
Yeah.
That shit was fire too, man. I don't even know what that's called.
It was just potato salad. It's just I think it's prepared a certain way. It has
Oh,
bits of apple in it. I don't know if a lot of potato salad has that. It's got some other
right.
stuff, but that's a secret.
Okay, yeah. No, it was good. It was awesome talking to your mom, and well, your family in general. Zaida, shout out Zaida and her husband. It was cool. We're just talking about restaurants and just catching up on stuff.
They're
Uh,
the biggest foodies I know. I love them.
oh yeah, dude. Like I know. I remember you telling me like they're like foodies and like I like oh they're like foodies for sure. Like, all
Yeah.
right, you got to go all these places in El Paso. I was like, I gotta go out to eat with them like fairly soon.
Whenever they take me to eat, I'm always like, man, this is great. This is good
Blows me
meal.
away.
How do
Yeah,
you find all these places? Yeah, it's dope.
yeah. So
Thank
shout
you.
out to them, man. I had a great time, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't get to see you the next time around. I was supposed to see Jason twice, but I got caught up at a baby shower. Shout out to my sister-in-law, Amanda. Baby's on the way. So we were at the baby shower celebrating, playing some games, having some drinks. It was a
Hey,
good time.
man, that's all good. I was a little disappointed because I made those buffalo chicken biscuits. I remade them because I had extra buffalo chicken dip from yet the Thanksgiving. So I was
Don't
excited for you to
do
try
that,
them.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah, I got to cook for my family and stuff. I brought the smoker, so I made some tri-tip. They loved it. I'm probably bringing it again for Christmas to smoke some stuff for them again. Um, but yeah, it was kind of nice, dude. My mom was tripping out because usually she cooks everything. One of my sisters made the turkey this year. I made the mashed potatoes. Just a bunch of stuff. Like the only thing she had to make was the corn. You know what I mean? And it's not really hard. It's not too tough. But she was just, and then like we were washing the dishes and stuff like that. She was just like, how mom's like, oh my god, que milagro, right? She was in shock. She just didn't know what to do at some point. Like she was just like kind of like I saw the anxiety kicking in her. Like just walking around, like just didn't know what. Yeah, it was weird, dude. She was weirded out. I was like, no, mom, relax, chill, chill. We got you. So, shout out to my whole family, my sisters, um, and the nephews. It was fun, dude. We were playing hide and seek at my sister's house. Bro, that shit was so fun. Like I wasn't playing, but like I was helping like my nieces and nephews like where to hide, dude. And they had some fire ass hiding spots. It was so cool, dude. It was just a good time, dude. Saw Jingle All the Way for like the third time this month. Uh,
Dang, already?
already, bro. You can't like again, bro. Like I told you, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's my dude, bro.
Clearly,
Uh,
clearly, I had no idea.
I didn't realize that my nephew and nieces loved that movie just as much as I do. So it's cool. It runs in the family, I guess. So it's cool, man. What?
It's
Yeah,
a cool movie.
yeah. That was my Thanksgiving weekend. Got to see the boys. That was cool. Went out. Got to see some people from high school. Jermaine's brother. I got to see him. It was cool. His little brother, even though he's like fucking 3 feet taller than me. Well, not 3 feet, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's wild. I didn't even know Jermaine had a little brother. He has a little brother?
Yeah. His name's Caleb, man. So shout out to him. I don't think he listens, but shout out to him, bro. He was just like, oh my
Oh,
god, bro.
I thought he only had a big brother. That's crazy. Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, he's doing
Well,
good, man. It was cool.
yeah, mine was just filled to the brim. I had to travel 8.5 hours in a car with a dog and a child. So, like, it wasn't
Oh, shout
terrible.
out
They
to
were both
him.
really good. They were both really good. Like, it was shocking how good they were the whole trip. So I can't complain, but it wasn't. It also wasn't easy.
I feel you,
uh,
man. And then that's a big cute boy, by the way.
oh yeah, the dog. Yeah,
Nice.
you got to meet my dog. What'd you think of my dog?
Bro, adorable, bro. The nicest big dog I've ever met. Well, one of the nicest big dogs, but like he's a puppy, bro. He's just like any other dog. Like give me all the loves and stuff. Like I can see why you love him. So
Yeah, he's pretty dope. I had a Thanksgiving question for you, Jason.
shoot, bro.
If you could have any guest for Thanksgiving, who would be your perfect Thanksgiving guest?
Oh, you know what? Depending on who I'm with my family members, I might have to go. If he were still alive, Vicente Fernandez, bro.
Oh, I see where you went with that.
No,
Okay.
we're drinking a little bit, and then we have like a karaoke night, and we just let him do his thing. I know he probably doesn't want to sing, but like, hey, we got other people singing, so he's like, hey, just do this for us real quick, man. You know what I mean? And I feel like he be pisteando with my family and stuff like that. So I think it'd be a good time.
Hey, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. And if you were with the boys?
If I was with the boys, man, probably Dave Chappelle.
Ooh.
Yeah, just like listening to him talk, and he's just like a naturally funny dude, and like I don't know, he's just a funny guy. I think we'd have a good conversation with him. I feel like.
Dave Chappelle would be fantastic. He'd be fantastic to have a conversation with. Dang, that's a good one.
Yeah. What about you, brother?
Well, it's hard to pass up Dave Chappelle, but I mean, ideally, I would like to have Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell's
That'd
just
be hilarious.
yeah. Yeah, I think because he likes to make people laugh just in general. So like having him at a Thanksgiving dinner would be great. I mean, of course, I would want to do a historical figure. Like, how dope would it be to have Theodore Roosevelt at your table? Like the presidential man's man. You're like, oh, yeah, I want to talk to you. I want to know how you lived your life. I want to know how it felt to get shot while giving a speech and then finish giving the speech. Pretty dope. Anyway,
Yeah. What
where's the
what about like if you're with the boys?
if I was with the boys, I think it would for sure be Will Ferrell. Like I would have Will Ferrell if it was with the boys.
All right.
Yeah.
But what about someone for your mom to talk to? Like I kind of put some thought. Like if it was my family, I have to be like Vicente Fernandez. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If your parents, if you're with your mom, it'd still be Theodore Roosevelt.
If it was with my mom, well, so I'm
Your
considering
family.
the whole family.
Yeah,
Not
your
just
whole
my
family,
mom.
not just your mom. Yeah.
Okay. Probably gosh. I would say probably Roberto Clemente. He's like a Puerto Rican hero. They
Okay,
would,
yeah,
they
there
would
you
all
go.
meet him. Yeah,
Now you're thinking. Yeah, there you go.
yeah. That would be the
I'm
one.
not trying to be selfish, man. I'm just saying, like, this is who I would pick for like my family. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
everyone would be excited.
yeah. No, that would probably be Roberto Clemente for sure.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, they would love that. Shoot, I would love that. I'd suddenly become a huge baseball fan immediately. Just like, oh my god.
I'm just kind of surprised you didn't say Bad Bunny. You know what I mean?
My mom and my aunt hate Bad Bunny.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
They think he's too vulgar. I'm like, well,
Well,
everyone is. I don't
yeah, and
know.
like these days, you know what I mean? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's why I'm like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But like, I mean, everybody is. Let's do listen to like Christian music. Anyway, so that would be mine. All right. Did you have a Thanksgiving question for me?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I do. Yeah. So out of all the Thanksgiving dishes that are available for Thanksgiving, what is one that you could just do without, like for the rest of your life? Like it's like this never existed. Just
Turkey.
boom.
Turkey.
Wow, with a serious face, huh? Turkey. I meant like side dish, bro. I guess that's a side dish, right? Like everything's a side technically.
To me, it's a side dish.
Maybe you just I don't know, man. Maybe you just haven't had the right turkey, I guess.
I've had two turkeys that I thought were fire. One
Okay.
was a barbecue turkey, and the other one was one that a friend of mine made.
Okay.
Uh, other than that, I mean, I'm not 2 years old, so I'll tell you all the other experiences of turkey I've had over the years
Yeah.
not been great. Most of them are losses. The
Yeah,
turkey
like
is taking an L. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you know, it gets dry and stuff. I get it. Like if you don't cook it right, it's not good. But oh my god, I fucking love me some turkey. I mean, that's respectable. I get it. A lot of people don't like turkey, so I respect your opinion on that.
Yeah, give me the honey ham or the spiral cut ham. That one I'll take it any day. But the
Okay.
turkey,
See, I don't do too much ham. I do usually ham on Christmas. You know what I mean? So that's okay.
one of
Um,
these days I want to do a ribeye roast for Christmas.
hey,
That's
Ryan, change it up. You know what I mean?
bro, it's just so expensive. But that's a Christmas thing, like for people who got money. You know what
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm saying?
Uh, for
What
me,
about
man, I can do without some green bean casserole, dude. Yeah, I'm not.
I'm gonna say the same thing you said. Just you got to have the right green bean casserole, dude. There's some fire ones out there.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, if anyone has a good like recipe or anything like that, shoot that over to me. Not that I'm saying like my family members don't do good green bean casserole, but like it's just never like I will have some. I will have some, and I'll eat it, and I'll enjoy it. But am I coming back for seconds on that? No, no. I want more for that turkey, mashed potatoes with the even corn, bro. I love me that. I love me corn, and I mix it up with my mashed potatoes. Fire cranberry in a can, cranberry sauce in a can. Love that shit. I
I've
know people
never
are
had
weird about it.
cranberry.
But yeah.
I've never had it. What is it? Is it
Cranberry in a can. What?
is it like jelly?
It's just like sweeter. Yeah, it feels like a Jello, a thicker Jello. But it's like sweet, and you can throw it in with your turkey or stuffing and stuff, and mix it in, and it gives it like a little sweeter taste, right? And it's cranberry, so you get a little tart taste too. You know what I mean? But it's just fire, bro. I just, it's just so good. I can eat like half a can by myself. I
There
love
you
that shit.
go.
Yeah, dude, I love that shit. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
and can specifically like yeah, cranberry, like mashed cranberries and stuff like that. That's good too. But like, I'm like, all right, that's okay. But like cranberry in a can, that's my shit, bro.
The cheap one, that's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah, dude,
That's,
the cheap kind.
there's some things that are just that. Like uh, Gabby, she always tells me that she loves stuffing, but she likes the box stuffing, like stuffing in a box.
No,
She doesn't like stuffing that's like actually made. She's like, I'm not into it. I'm
bro,
like,
you know what? Honestly, low key, I'm the same. Gabby, I'm the same, dude. I am the same. I don't know what it is, but again, if you find some recipes that are like bomb and like okay, this is fire.
my
Because I
cousin actually just recently made one that had, I don't know if it was pork or beef in it, and it was like fresh bread. Ah, it was so good. It was so
yeah,
good. It was fantastic.
yeah, give that to me, bro. Give that to me. Yeah, and it was weird because I was like, hey, the next day I want to cook for everybody, and that's when I did my smoking. I smoked that tri-tip and stuff,
Yeah.
rosemary potatoes. I did the breakfast biscuits and stuff like that. Uh, chipped the buffalo chicken biscuits. It was cool. It was just nice to see like them. It's weird. Like I understand my mom now. Like she's like, did you like it? Did you like it? Did you like it though? But did you like it? You
Did
know what
you
I mean?
actually like it?
Yeah, yeah. And they're like, hey, it was good. It was, I
You're
was like,
experimenting with stuff, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels nice when they like your food. It's just like it just some I don't know something about that when someone just like really enjoys your food. It
You
it just makes me happy. You know what I mean?
I was just telling a friend of mine that that's one of my my ways to express love to people is to like, and it's
Yes.
funny because I get it straight from my mom. She does it too.
Oh, for sure. I think I
Uh,
get it. I get it from my mom too.
yeah, and she shows her love by making food. So do I. Do I love giving people food? Then be like, was it good? Did you like it? Like, how
Yeah.
hyped were you for it? I can't wait to make you
I
more.
would
Yeah,
make
yeah.
this 'cause I love you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
didn't realize it until like later in my years, and which is crazy. So shout out again, shout out to your mom, shout out to the moms out there that fed the kids out there. You know what I mean? And the dads.
love you, and the ants. That's right.
Yeah.
Cousins, everybody. All right. Let me get into some actual news. I know we've been talking a little bit about ourselves. We've been gone a while, guys. We wanted to let you know how we're doing. Uh, One thing I did want to say was that Netflix is planning to open some physical locations, not for DVDs, but like IP related food and experiences. What do you think? It's almost like they're testing what they could do with a theme park.
It feels like a restaurant type of thing. I don't know. Like I feel like sounds cool. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like Netflix should have done like a its own movie theater type of dinner thing, or they're
Well,
trying to be different. I don't know. It would make more sense, right? Like if they were like, "Hey, come here, Netflix. If you have a Netflix account, you can come to this without having to pay any fees, or you get a discount or something on food or something like that." So
mhm.
if you have an account already with us, I don't know, something like that to just like be inclusive to members to make sure you have a subscription. I think that would be pretty cool. Um, but I don't know. You said like movie, like physical locations for non DVDs, so food related experiences. What does that mean? You know what I mean?
For like food and experiences.
Yeah, yeah, food and experience. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, but what does
So
that mean?
it would be like the ice cream shop from Stranger Things would be somewhere you could eat, and I'm assuming there would be a Stranger Things attraction of some kind.
Oh, that'd be
You know what I
kind of
mean?
cool. Yeah, that'd be kind of
That's
cool.
why that's why I said like, are they trying to test if they could have a theme park? Like it sounds like they're testing different things to make a theme park. I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me. They have enough IP. I mean, if I think about it, there's a bunch of stuff from Netflix that a lot of people have seen, or is at least big enough for people to know.
It's not big enough yet.
Well, to do a theme park, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Disneyland opened in the '60s, and that was, I mean, they had been, well, no, that's 40 years. They've been doing it for 40 years. But they had almost the same or less content actually than Netflix does at this point. So that's also a
Yeah,
thought.
but it's a lot of trash. I'm sorry, dude. It's a lot. Netflix has a lot of trashy originals.
That's true because they make something for everybody, but for all the trash, they do have stuff that everybody watch. 100%, they would have some kind of experience with the Tiger King story. They have to. They have to. They're gonna
Tiger,
get him out of jail.
Squid Games, Stranger Things.
Right, Stranger Things. Yeah.
Um, I mean,
Uh,
One Piece is not really theirs, but live action One Piece, I hear that's doing really well. I need to see it still. I hear nothing but great things.
it was
Uh,
good. It was so much fun.
you liked it?
So much.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Thank you for mentioning that. I forgot that I had finished it. It's a apparently it has a lot of stuff from the show, like a ton, and they do it
Yeah,
well.
that's what I heard. Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, okay, okay, I see you, Netflix. I think they could do it, man. Uh, I want to get into some Netflix stuff, but I think generally they might be testing the waters, or at the very least to do like a traveling experience. You know what I mean?
I still like kind of like my idea, like, hey, come here. Yeah, with little mixture of yours, like, hey, if you have a subscription, you have all these discounts that come into our attractions. You get a bunch of discounts to it because you one for one, you're paying monthly fee for us, so you're helping our streaming service stay alive. But
Yes.
also like as a like a exclusive member, you get all these discounts to this attraction area. Yes, you'll still charge them, but like you get discounts for people who don't have a subscription with us. I don't know. I feel like Disney Plus should do that too for their Disney parks. Like, oh, you have a Disney Plus account with us? Hey, you get a discount. I don't know.
I think they may have done that at one point, but I
Do
don't know
that?
if
Oh,
they're still
okay.
doing that. I think it wasn't a long term thing. I think it
Oh,
may have
okay.
been in the beginning. Anyway,
Well, I
uh,
don't know. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, or maybe it's already been done, but not a bad idea.
I like that idea. I like it a lot. Like that makes a lot of sense. That would. I mean, they're always trying to get more subscribers. That's one of
Exactly.
the ways, and you get to expose people to your attractions right then and there. Money that they're gonna have like premieres for movies too. Like they're gonna rent out a theater and do an
Ooh,
experience, and then they'll have like a talk with an actor or a writer or a director afterward. That'd probably be like an LA, Austin, New York type of thing. But for smaller films, they might do it in other cities too.
you know what would be cool? Like if for Stranger Things, for example, it'd be like, hey, if you have a subscription and there's an attraction near you, we have a movie theater there, and you can be one of the first ones to actually watch it before we release it on Netflix for everyone to watch. That'd be
Ooh.
kind of cool, right?
Everybody likes exclusivity.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, I like that, man. Netflix, call us, call us.
We're giving you some free shit here, guys. No.
Trademark.
Yeah. And
uh,
pending. I don't know. Whatever.
oh, speaking of random news that's been coming up, did you hear the comments from Taika Waititi recently?
That he's not going to be involved in the next Thor movie.
Yeah, yeah, he's not doing the next one, and he said that if they want to move in a different direction with another director, he's totally happy with that because he's said he's like not free till 2029 or something like that because he's doing other projects. Honestly, it kind of seemed like he didn't want to do that last movie, if we're being honest, right?
Sounds like he's like, yeah, guys, like I had. It didn't seem like he had like a lot of it's called control over that movie. There's another word for it that directors say, right? Because the
Creative control.
creative control. There you go. I was just missing one word. Yeah, it seems like the people above Disney, right, were kind of like, yeah, no, you got to go this way. He's like, but he still had. I mean, he still did it. There were some funny moments. It wasn't good, but
You know what? You're right. That makes a lot of sense because what it looked like when the movie came out was like he just did whatever he wanted. Then, like he was within the Marvel strategy,
mhm,
but he didn't put any of his own flair into it because he didn't want to deal with like all the restrictions. And if
right.
you've seen any Taika Waititi stuff, like he makes his own stories the way he wants to make them.
Yeah,
And
like all over the place, like Jojo Rabbit, like still one of my favorite movies.
yeah, Our Flag Means Death. I hear great things about What We Do in the Shadows. I personally loved Flight of the Concords, but all of it is very like unique storytelling, and I guess that probably was just not. Marvel wanted it a little more mainstream, and he couldn't mess with it. Yeah, he
Right.
also made a comment that was that he only made the Thor 4 Ragnarok because he was poor. Did you see that?
Oh no, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty much saying that they they came to him and offered it because it was their last. They were pretty much the studio was going to give up on Thor if this one didn't come out to do anything, and they thought fresh new actor or fresh new director with good ideas would do it. And he said he didn't even like Thor before when he was a kid. He hated Thor.
That's interesting. I mean, dude, he brought it to life, dude. Ragnarok is probably one of the best Marvel movies out there.
Yeah, and I do feel like Ragnarok is a bit different. Like, yes, it still follows the Marvel like usual things, but it's good. It's a lot of fun. it's everything you want in a Marvel movie. So I don't know. He wasn't saying bad things about them per se, but he was definitely like we both kind of needed each other at the time, and now it just isn't quite the same. But he said he would work with Marvel in the future, but he's also happy to see what they do with Thor.
Yeah, it sounds like he wants to do like other projects and just kind of get away from that, not be known as a Marvel director. Wants to be creative. So
Yeah, like gosh, what are their names? The two brothers that did the big Marvel films.
Russo, the
Russo.
Russo
I feel
brothers.
like they can't escape the shadow of what they did in Marvel.
Yeah, imagine like you want to just be tied to that and only tied to that, and that's all they know you for.
The guys that made Infinity War and Endgame. That's
Yeah.
what they're known for. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought it was an interesting comment that he made because it just keeps coming up about Taika Waititi and Marvel, right? They made it sound like they split so badly, but it sounds like it's just like things happen. We both kind of didn't want to do what we were doing after Thor 5. So last bit for me, Jason. I want to know because I haven't heard too much. What do you know about the SAG-AFTRA deal? We're back. The movies are back in business, baby.
All I know is that it ended. People are back, and we're still getting reboots. That's all I know.
Well, we're not going to see the effects until what, like a couple years from now, because there were so many projects already on the horizon getting done. So we'll find out what the effect of this deal will look like in a couple years. All right,
yeah. Hopefully, some good stuff comes out of it. But yeah, I'm just tired of these reboots. As much as I love a lot of reboots, don't get me wrong, I get excited. I do fall victim to that. I really do. I'm like, oh damn, they're doing this. Tight. Need to watch that.
Don't we all?
And then we end up disappointed. And we're like, yeah, they should have. Then we're like, yeah, they probably should have done that. They should have done that. They should have done that.
Ninja Turtles was fantastic. That was a great reboot.
I mean, you can always reboot Ninja Turtles. I'm okay with that, especially the way they did it this time. That was pretty badass. So
yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. The reboot of Spider-Man from Amazing Spider-Man to the MCU was pretty good too.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's some that you're like, all right, cool, but then again, I guess that's like what they kind of like are like. Maybe let's reboot it because it might work out. It might be better than past. So I guess, but still, there's some that like shouldn't be rebooted. I don't know.
Yeah, like Disney live action movies from cartoons that have already been made that are almost exactly the same.
Yeah, but some people are a little upset that they're changing a lot of the stuff. So I don't know, like who wins, who doesn't. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just
we talking Snow White.
Talking Snow White, man.
I still don't understand why they have it. I mean, it's better than it being like regular people. Well, not regular.
Yeah, that was weird.
People.
And now CGI dwarfs. Like, why not just get actual,
actors? Yeah,
exactly.
Pay people.
Yeah.
Shocker! Disney doesn't want to pay people.
Unbelievable.
Sorry, Disney. It's just true. Y'all ain't been doing it. All right, moving on.
Hey, let's get into some lighter news, if I may. Unless you got anything else you want to talk about. Okay, cool. I just wanted to lean in on a little bit of sports. We're into football season, obviously. I was down in the dumps for quite a while. The Broncos, they were trash, but we have to represent. You know what I mean?
Judy, nice jersey, man. Nice jersey.
We just have to. We're on a 5-game winning streak, so we just kind of have to just show this off a little bit. Sorry, guys, if you're listening.
Okay.
I'm not watching. I'm just excited.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, those are the ones I have. I'm trying to get more, guys. But yeah, hey, it's been fun. Your Cowboys are killing it right now. They have a pretty tough after this next game. You guys play what? The Seahawks or something?
We're playing the Seahawks, yeah.
After that, like I feel like you guys should win that, but the next ones are pretty tough. You play the Dolphins, the Bills, the Eagles again, and I forgot what other team is pretty tough. The Chiefs, yeah. So you guys have a I don't know when to order, but also enjoying fantasy football. Some of my teams are doing good. Some of my teams aren't doing bad, are doing really bad. But it's been a very fun season for me because if you guys have a significant other and they don't like football, I do highly recommend that you get them into fantasy football. Help them out in the first year if you have to. But trust me, they will get more involved and will want to watch more football games with you. And that has happened to me this year. Shout out Jamie, I love you. She is invested with her team, and the players are just like, "Hey, we need to watch some football. Why does this player shit right now? Like, what like who should I start? Who should I pick up?" Like, she'll ask me advice, and I give her advice, obviously, but I won't give her full advice because we're also playing against each other and stuff. We're in the same league, but she'll ask me questions of like, "Who should I start? Who she thinks I should start?" And sometimes she won't even listen to me, and sometimes she's right because of it. So
It's just
yeah, it's just fun. Again, if you have a significant other and you enjoy football and you want them to enjoy football, probably start them out with fantasy football and create a league with them. Just makes it really fun, and maybe put just a little bit of money, just so I can make it a little, it's like gambling. You know what I mean?
Gabby, you down next year or what?
Yeah, she can definitely join our family league, bro, if she wants, man. It's a good
Let's
time.
make it a $30 buy-in next year.
Might be interested. I got to definitely put that up to a vote, but I'm pretty sure people will be down. Um, And then obviously, man, my favorite sport of all time, the NBA season started already. It's been great. They implemented
Wemby!
Wemby's been doing okay. He might even win Rookie of the Year right now. Not the way it's looking like.
Go
You guys
Spurs,
only
go!
have, yeah, you guys only have 3 wins right now. It's not looking good for you.
Yeah. He's the only one really doing anything.
Yeah, he is. He is. But there's another rookie, Chet. He's doing uh about the same stats, but his field goal percentage is a little bit better. So, uh, and his team's doing pretty good from OKC. So,
Okay.
they did implement a new in-season tournament, which makes it a lot more fun. It makes it more competitive during the regular season. It makes you can kind of already see it. Teams are actually trying a little bit more, and you see the different courts and stuff. If you've been watching any of the games, like they changed the courts, which makes it a lot more fun. But the in-season tournament comes with cash prizes for these players. So if they do perform well and they do end up winning, they get cash prizes. So you can kind of tell that like, oh, these people are trying. So
Oh,
um,
that's dope.
they're really trying to make people like more involved into the into the regular season because it is a long season, 82 games throughout the whole year. But it just makes you kind of try more, which makes the games more exciting, which brings more viewership. Um, Shout out to the commissioner, man. He did a great job on that. So
It's still Adam Silver?
still Adam Silver, yeah. He's been doing a great job. There's some questionable things that he's done, like any other commissioner prior to that. David Stern hated him for a lot of things, but he did really turn around the basketball viewership and made it worldwide. So, hats off to him and RIP to him, obviously. But yeah, pretty good commissioners that they have had the past back-to-back commissioners doing pretty good. Again, a lot of questionable things from each of them, but overall, like trying to expand and make this sport better and make it more worldwide. I think they're doing a good job.
Hey, so not to downplay the NBA, I'm pretty excited for Luca and Wemby, those foreigners on Texas teams. But I did want to shout out my fantasy football team. Let's go! All right, guys. On air, I wanted to say this. I haven't won anything yet, but I went from worst in the league last year to, I'm scared to say it, so knock on wood.
You
First,
better knock on wood, bro. It's not over yet.
first, yeah. I'm just happy of where I am. I can't be happy for myself. I've been very excited. Things have been going fairly well. So wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck.
Yeah, hey, good luck. Yeah, and my boy, again, he had the worst overall pick, the worst overall record. So he had the number one overall pick. Could have gotten Bijan Robinson, but he ended up trading that pick away to get more assets. And so far, it's worked out for him. So good for you,
Actually,
man.
traded both the first overall pick and the second overall pick for
Could have
about
had, yeah, could
five
have had
cents.
Jameer Gibbs. Yeah,
I
Jameer
don't
Gibbs.
regret it. I don't regret it.
Yeah, right now it's looking good. It's looking good. So good.
Everybody said that you fleeced me on our trade. Gabe Davis has done great for me, and AJ Dillon is finally showing up. So
Yeah, Aaron Jones going down. Like I told you. I mean,
I said it too. I knew, but I thought AJ Dillon was going to end up taking over because Aaron Jones keeps getting injured like every season.
I thought so too, but AJ Dillon has been underperforming, but looks like he's picking it up again. Aaron Jones went down again, so you might see him a lot more work from him. But
Yep.
anyways, guys, sorry, sports. If you guys didn't know about this stuff, sorry about that. I do want to give you some, just more Disney stuff. Dave Filoni to be the chief creative officer of Lucasfilm. They finally gave him the green light. They're like, hey, someone else get out of here. Dave Filoni clearly knows what he's doing. We got to put him back in charge.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that man knows Star Wars more than anyone else, besides George Lucas, obviously.
Well, even George Lucas has said, like, hey, he knows just as much as I do. If not, like, he knows he's a lot more on the creative side of it and kind of expands the characters that I've created. So, like, he gives them that props. So, just finally, just like, don't ruin it. Like, I really did enjoy Ahsoka. Kenobi, like, the more I think about it, it was kind of, I still enjoyed it, but like, there's moments where like it was kind of a letdown. So hopefully,
It was just fan service, but honestly,
yeah,
to see Ewan McGregor in Star Wars
exactly.
again, I would enjoy that. I really do.
Exactly. I think that's what it was for all of us. Again, fan service. So I hope I like where this Ahsoka was going. It kind of fell off towards the end, but that's always tough. But you're kind of hoping for like it falls off a little bit just so they can bring it back up. I don't know. I feel like that's how some shows go, but we'll see.
I think
Um,
they set the second season of Ahsoka to be really good. It's got
that
everything it needs.
yeah, like they set it perfectly to like, all right, let's expand this, more side characters, see where they're going. So I'm excited for that. On the MCU side of things, this was a couple weeks old, but we definitely want to bring it up because this was huge. Pedro Pascal, our boy, we love our boy,
Speaking of Star Wars, Din
yeah,
Djarin,
Din Djarin, he is set to play Reed Richards in the new Fantastic Four movie, Mr. Fantastic. Some people were a little upset because obviously he's not Caucasian, but I don't know, man. Everything he touches seems like it's doing amazing, right?
Señor Fantástico, I'm down.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, again, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Like if everything he's touching is gold, why not see if he can save this MCU thing, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing it. I like Pedro Pascal, so
Yeah, he's
down
got
to
the
see
white hairs. You know what I mean? Like he looks like just a Spanish version of Mr. Fantastic. But I get it. I understand why people are upset. I don't know. Um, Anya Taylor-Joy is in talks to play the villain for the Fantastic Four. We don't know what villain, but she's in talks to playing that villain.
a lot of people are saying probably Juno, right? Is Juno a villain or is that just
Yeah.
a female Silver
I have
Surfer?
no idea, man, to be honest. I really don't know what Fantastic Four villains are, if I'm being completely honest.
Well,
I just
Silver Surfer was originally a villain. That I do know. That they did get right in the old movie, but he
right.
pretty much changed sides fairly quickly. He's a Herald of Galactus. So he's one of the people that goes in and checks on planets and pretty much says, "Hey, you guys are gonna die." My
I've never
master.
seen this. Yeah.
We could get more details from our comic experts, but we'll have to reach out to them to see a little more about what they know about Juno, Silver Surfer, and how he interacts with the Fantastic Four initially and thereafter. But I know he does become an ally.
Okay. Yeah. And then lastly, Stephen Yuen. I don't know if I ever say his last name right, so I apologize. But we know him as Glenn from The Walking Dead. We know him as
Invincible.
from Invincible. We know him as one of the characters in Beef, the main characters. But he is set to play Sentry in the Thunderbolts movie.
So, if I may interject, I love Steve Yeun. I don't know. I also don't know if I'm saying it right, so hopefully I am. He seems a little small, like real thin, to be Sentry. Sentry looks
Sentry.
like jacked, huge dude. Yeah, like
Not only that, but like he's like blonde hair, and he just like just completely different. Like with me, like with Pedro Pascal and Reed Richards, okay, I can kind of see that, but like this just doesn't really make sense to me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
that
Steven is a good actor, bro. So I
um,
don't know.
I'm gonna give him a chance because of his skills. But I am
Yeah.
very much like he's smaller than I imagine Sentry. Sentry just looks like Superman, except with long blonde hair. Um, the hair thing, I'm sure that doesn't really matter that much. I'm sure comic fans would
No.
disagree. Comic fans are gonna be like, "Oh my god, no, he has to be blonde." Doesn't really matter. It's just his hair, unless that's a central part of his powers, which I doubt.
Oh, it is. No, I'm just kidding.
Hair?
It's not. I'm
I was
not.
like,
No,
oh my god. Yeah, so I'm okay with it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm excited to see more stuff from Marvel, and hopefully they kind of bring the quality back up. After Secret Invasion, I'm pretty disillusioned. I personally, so I'm gonna go into something I did see. I saw the Marvels. I enjoyed the Marvels. My daughter loved it. My wife loved it. So we'll get into that one. But they are doing some things. It's just not. I feel like it's not hitting with everyone the way the other movies hit with everybody. So we'll get into that in a bit, though.
fair enough. Fair enough. All right, man. Well, let's hop into some trailers. I know we talked about some movies already, but let's talk about what's stuff that's coming out. I guess stuff that's come out already, but we should talk about.
All right, so I've got some trailers for sure. Uh, we've talked about it before. I don't know if we set the date, but April 12th, guys, if you are a video game fan, Prime Video is coming out with the Fallout TV series, and it's going to be the same makers of Westworld, the producers of Westworld, from what I understand. Westworld was very well made. I think the writing was a bit convoluted, but they have source matter that they can go off of that can be, what I understand, less convoluted and should be a very interesting show.
They also released some pictures of Fallout already this past week.
How's it looking?
Looks pretty cool, man. I've never played Fallout the games, but honestly, it looks very sci-fi, and I like sci-fi and video games that usually fans really enjoy because they like the storylines.
Mm-hmm.
It's typically a good storyline. I don't know, Last of Us. I know we didn't like Halo, but the storyline for Halo is kind of cool. I don't know, but there's a lot of games that storylines are pretty good. Minus Doom, that movie with The Rock was trash, but you know how I feel about The Rock, so let's not get off topic here. Fallout was dope, looked dope, looks dope.
Damn, you just went out of your way on that one, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, Dwayne Johnson. If you ever want to come on our show, though, like, feel free to come.
No, you'll probably like, I don't know why you hate me, blah blah blah. Sorry, man, I just don't like your movies.
Fair enough.
Also, I think it's because Loki, I hated you like during the
wrestling
when I was watching wrestling. Like he was like my least favorite wrestler, but like that was what he was about, right?
Yeah.
Never forgot. I guess maybe that's why I hate him. That would make a lot of sense, honestly.
Yeah, I don't want to smell what you're cooking, Rock.
Yeah, a lot of childhood trauma.
Oh, that's dope though. I'm really excited to see this show. I feel like they're finally doing right by video games. Remember when we were younger, they just came out with everything based on a video game was always trash. So I'm excited to see what they do with this one, because these past few years they've been hitting with all their video game stuff.
Fair enough. What else you got for me, brother?
Right. Sorry. So we've also got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Fantastic trailer. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. Coming out Memorial Day. We've got the Rebel Moon trailer came out, and if I'm not mistaken, Rebel Moon should be coming out pretty soon on Netflix. Let me look up that date for you real quick. And that's the movie, Jason, that was supposed to be a Star Wars movie, but they didn't let Zack Snyder do it. How do you feel about that? December 15th, it's coming out.
You know what? honestly don't know too much about it. Haven't seen it. We'll see. We'll see how I feel, and I'll let you know how I feel about it. Honestly, I'm not too sure how I feel, if I'm being completely honest.
Check out the trailer. It looks cool, man. It
A little
looks
over
cool.
my head, so I'll check it out.
All right, and then obviously Hunger Games came out. Hope you guys got to see it. And then Aquaman, December 20th. Are you planning to see that one, Jason?
No, I didn't like the first one.
Yeah,
I fell asleep watching the first one.
that was wow. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Harsh, but fair enough. I'm
Sorry.
pretty excited because I do like Black Manta. That's one of my DC bad guys that I really enjoy. But last one that's coming out, it's like a romantic comedy action movie with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. I love me Ryan Gosling. I love Emily Blunt. Fall Guy. He's supposed to be a stuntman that ends up getting into some actual danger with his director, who is Emily Blunt. So I'm excited to see that. I definitely want to take Gabby to watch it.
That does look fun.
Yeah,
I want to check that out. But that March 1st, right?
March 1st. Yeah. What about you,
Nice.
Jason? I know we got some things coming out.
Yeah, so we got the new Ghostbusters trailer that just came out a while back. Actually, not just came out, came out a while back. Frozen Empire, the sequel to the first Ghostbusters movie reboot. If you guys
Oh,
saw
okay.
it, yeah,
Sequel to
uh,
Afterlife, right?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Didn't see the first one either, honestly. I need to catch up on that. I heard nothing but pretty good things on that one as well. So sorry, I just wanted to announce it.
Don't hate me, but like it was fine. It was good. It was fun.
Okay,
Not a big
okay.
Ghostbusters guy, so I thought the original was just like whatever.
I just like those movies more for the song, you know.
I
That
like
shit
the
was catchy.
ghost in the song. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Nintendo announced a live action Zelda trilogy. Like a show, a movie. I'm not sure, but that's all they announced.
Well, if
So
it's a trilogy, it's got to be 3 movies, right?
gotta be a
I
movie.
feel
Yeah,
like I feel like it would do better as a show
the
with
series.
how long it's been running, but and
Yeah.
especially because fantasy like it plays out slow. You've seen how long the Lord of the Rings movies were.
Oh, for sure. Like I feel like it could do like Lord of the Rings numbers if they really tried instead of making it a movie. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because everybody knows Legend of Zelda. Even people that don't play video games, they've heard of Legend of Zelda.
Yep.
So I'm actually pretty excited about that one too because I think Link is one of the coolest heroes in video games.
I agree. I agree. And now I wasn't a Zelda fan growing up, or didn't play much of them growing up.
I've
But
only played one, and that's recently. So I hear you.
one game that I did play that I don't recommend for little kids to play, GTA 6. The trailer is dropping in December for their 25th anniversary of Rockstar. The long anticipated GTA 6. They've been working on this for a long time, and you can tell that everyone that works for Rockstar is working on this game because they haven't really released any other Rockstar games in the past besides Red Dead Redemption 2. Dude, like
Well,
they're
that was
games.
a long time ago too, right?
Like, you have everyone working on this game because of how popular GTI 5 was, GTA 5, and like the whole
Talking
like
about Volkswagens now.
the whole NPC stuff, and like being able to interact online, like, and like how big it was. Um, it seems like they're like really putting all their eggs in one basket on this one, and it seems like it will succeed just based off like how popular GTA is. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I was a huge Vice City fan when I played, and it's gonna be set in the Miami world. So
Oh, sweet.
yeah,
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
yeah,
I might have to play that. I might have to
yeah,
play
dude. Yeah, Vice City was one of my favorite GTA games, so I'm pretty excited for this one. Like I probably will be playing this one. I didn't play GTA 5. I saw Cole and Eric beat it, so I know the story. But I didn't start. They stopped playing when like it went live, like, and you can interact with other people. It was interesting, but yeah, no. Um, Another trailer that already came out, Echo uh trailer came out.
How does it look? I haven't seen it yet.
Looks pretty cool, man. They kind of remind you of that Echo is actually a villain because like towards the end of Hawkeye, that Christmas special series, you kind of see like where she's kind of leaning towards like I'm against Kingpin, but in this one, it's like you can see like how Kingpin brought her up and how she's gonna be like a villain. It was pretty cool. Yeah. So a lot of Kingpin in this trailer, and you just kind of looks like a badass dude, and like you kind of just see like her what's it called? Her story of how she becomes who she is. What's it
Okay.
called? Yeah, yeah. Origin story. There
Origins.
we go. Yeah. Another one that I'm really excited about, which makes me probably gonna want to watch Game of Thrones again, and probably right after House of Dragon season 1. House of Dragon season 2 set to come out summer of 2024. So Jamie and I are probably gonna hop in that so we can try and catch up and soak everything up, so we can be like Leonardo DiCaprio in that one meme. You know what I mean? Point that out, like, oh hey, that's from this. So very excited about that. That's coming out again summer of 2024.
Oh, dude, that's exciting. We got a lot of stuff right now. That's fantastic. But now let's talk a little bit about what we've actually watched.
Oh, for
We've
sure.
been gone for a while, guys. So we've got a few things that we're going to talk about. Let's get into some of the things that the other has not seen. Jason, you recently saw a kids movie that I need to watch. Leo. How did you like Leo? Netflix, by the way.
I honestly was not expecting it to be as good as I thought it was going to be, and also I was not expecting it to be a musical. uh, it was kind of like well, it's Adam Sandler. He created it. Um, he plays the main character as the lizard. I think it's an iguana. I'm not too sure.
Looks like
And
it.
yeah, and his buddy Bill Burr, which is the turtle known as Squirtle. Probably my favorite character. Honestly, he was funny. He was like Bill Burr, but like PG. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was weird. Like he was saying a lot of his jokes, but like without cussing. It was kind of fun. Yeah, it was very nice to see. So yeah, the iguana and the turtle are like both uh, pets for the fifth grade class, and they're both like old as shit. And the iguana, which turns out they don't live to be 75 years old. Actually, in captivity, I had to look this up because I was kind of curious. In captivity, they only live up to be 16 years old, but I guess for cartoon's sake. Um, Leo, which is Adam Sandler, was turning 2074, and he started realizing that he's about to die. So he's trying to escape so he can go out to the Everglades and like live in the wilderness area. Um, and apparently they can talk to human beings, but they're not supposed to. Animals aren't supposed to talk to human beings. So it kind of felt like Toy Story at the same time. It felt like Eight Crazy Nights, the musical, but without the cussing again. It was like very PG. And it just kind of very it was just kind of nice. Like it just like tackled on like a kids' mental health awareness type of thing. So like what all the stuff that they're going through, like Leo's like is like, don't worry, you'll get over it, blah blah blah. But like in a good way, like listening to them and not like as a parent, like, oh, these are like your child problems. Like, no, it is a big deal. Like what you're going through at that time as a kid really affects you who you are like later on down the road. So it's very important to like really know who you are and yourself, and it's okay to be wrong and just be who you are and just kind of realize like the things that kind of make you tick. I don't know. It was like a therapist. It was kind of interesting, and it was just overall it was just fun, man. Like it had some funny moments, but I think I really like the story about it too. Like just again, just saying like kids' problems are something that we need to look at as parents.
Yeah, as a teacher and parent, I can tell you kids definitely need to have more things that help them cope and like
Right.
understand how to interact with the world. Again, that's why I like Bluey. I'm a Bluey guy, man. I
Yeah,
like it
Bluey,
because
nothing but great things about Bluey too. That's crazy that you say that.
it legitimately helps kids. It has a bunch of messages for kids to understand themselves, the world around them, and like why certain behaviors are important.
Right.
It's just a good show. So it sounds like Leo is doing some of the same things.
Yeah, man, it was cool, man. I did not expect it. I was like kind of expecting like a typical Adam Sandler type of thing, and it was. Don't get me wrong, but everything that we loved about Adam Sandler was cool. Um, and yeah, just I don't know, man. It was just a good time, dude. It was hilarious, and it still had some adult comedy in there, you know, but without like being like in your face. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
like Shrek. Sure.
yeah, yeah, you kind of had to like look for it, you know. Like as an adult, you'll catch it, but as a kid, you won't catch that.
Yeah, kids won't understand. Yeah, that's great. I need to catch it then.
Yeah, dude, and overall, like it was a short movie too, so like something very easy watch. I know we say this stuff a lot about some certain movies, but honestly, man, like you know how you are, like how we are. You know, sometimes we're tired from work and stuff like that, or tired, you know, putting the kid down. So like sometimes you just need like a movie that you can easily watch. Like there's movies that I love that I really would want to watch, but I feel like I need to put my full focus on it. Will I? Probably not. So this was the day where we were like kind of tired. We were back from my trip and just we were just exhausted. And we're like, hey, this is not a long movie. Let's watch it. And it was worth it.
Oh, that's dope. You've got another one that I haven't seen, No Hard Feelings. Also,
No hard feelings. Also on Netflix with Jennifer Lawrence. Another movie I didn't expect that I would like so much. Kind of corny at times. I'm just like a little cringy at times, but I like Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, I mean, I always had a crush on her, so, you know, for a while. But dude, yeah, she was hilarious. I liked her in this role. She, um, I don't know, lives this part. I this whole time like I thought it was like in California, but apparently it's by like Long Island. I didn't know this. Jamie had to tell me. I was like, I didn't know where that this location was, but she's an Uber driver. She gets her car taken away for I forgot why, but she needs money, and this family comes and like offers her money to because her son is about to go into college, right? And he hasn't had sex. Barely leaves his house. Like he's like a very nerdy nerd. But his parent, it's again his parents' fault because like they just like were just smothering him and didn't like let him live. So they hired her, right? Escort type shit to kind of let him out of his shell, but without her knowing. And then they ended up befriending each other. They ended up like realizing like how much she needed to change and how much he needed to change, and it was just that type of movie. But a
do they
lot
get?
of uh, they I don't they
You don't want to
kind of
ruin
yeah yeah, but it's very there's a lot of moments where like that's kind of weird. It's kind of and like why is it okay that she's like older and he's younger? Like I don't know, it's just a lot of problems with this, but like again, like and they kind of like put it out there like to make you know kind of show you like yeah, this is weird, you know. But yeah, a lot of funny moments, man. It was good. Um, a lot of moments that I didn't like again that I thought maybe they shouldn't have showed like trying too hard, you know. But like I think it was like kind of in your like a book smart type of movie and like super bad type of movie. We're just like, all right, that was a little out of line, but yeah, it kind of made sense. Like it was just a good time, man. Another movie I'd recommend. Another easy watch. Uh, just hilarious. I thought Jennifer Lawrence did a great job, and the kid. I don't know his name, but I thought he did a good job too. Like it was fun, dude. It was real fun.
Dope, man. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I've seen a couple things that
Yeah, what you got for me,
I
brother?
watched. I'm gonna go through them a little more quickly. So it's much older, but the Benicio del Toro Wolfman. It's on Netflix right now. It's been there since spooky season. Sorry, guys, we didn't get to do spooky season this year. But that was one of my spooky season watches. It was okay. It wasn't bad. I would watch it again. Was it the greatest movie I'd ever seen? No, but it definitely had that gothic horror feeling, so I enjoyed that. I saw Gran Turismo. I think I had a good time with that one. That one's more recent. It's based on a true story, and it does it does the game justice too. It was a lot of fun. Another one that I would recommend to watch. I
Oh
just
yeah.
mentioned that I watched the Marvels. That one actually had me laughing. It had good music. Uh, I think the chemistry with all three of the actresses was good. It made them it made Brie Larson's character a lot more human. I think the biggest problem with Captain Marvel in the first one was that she was not relatable to anybody. Like nobody was like, "Oh yeah, I see myself in her." Yeah,
What
no, see that.
what made her relatable in this one?
Um, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! And I know I can spoil for Jason because he's not going to see this anytime soon.
Definitely not.
Uh, there's the relationship, the relationship between Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel really humanizes her. Like it shows weakness and it shows empathy. It shows care and like vulnerability, which are all things that like you see in characters. Except for I guess Iron Man, he would only show it in certain ways, right? But you see that, like you see that all in characters like Spider Man, or you see it in characters like no shoot, even Wonder Woman, who seems like nothing bothers her. You see all of those things in a good character, and I think they just rounded her out a lot more. And Ms. Marvel was just a great comedic addition. She gave a lot of heart to the story. The villain was forgettable. Some things don't change. Some things don't change. Marvel, y'all. I don't know what you guys do with these villains, man. They're just. I didn't care about her at all. I did not care. I did not find her interesting. I was
So,
just like, I
so
get
it
it.
had its problems, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think the problems were the main characters. I think the overall story was it was cool, but I mean, you know, Marvel's problem with villains. They've always had it. That's always been the thing. Like they
No, Thanos.
okay, but I mean, come on.
Oh,
Let's go back. The original Iron Man villain was just a copy of him. Thor, Loki he was solid from the beginning. I'll give you that one.
yeah.
Captain America, nobody cared about Red Skull. Nobody. Don't lie and say you did, because you didn't. Let me see. Who else? Who can I keep going? I could go into the next few
I
phases.
mean, and this is why Spider-Man and Batman are probably the one that you need to keep making reboots on because their villains are so strong.
Yes, agreed. And stop making movies about Spider-Man villains before putting them in the movies for Spider-Man. Let's just get that out there. Just want it to be known. Craven, Venom. Let's put them in the movie with Spider-Man first, and then let them spin off. That's how it
Right.
works in the comics. It worked well. Anyway, yeah. So I did enjoy the Marvels. I would recommend to watch it. For the Marvels, I'll give it a rating. I'd say probably a 6.7. Yeah, yeah. It was a good watch. Close to a 7. I'd say it's close to
Oh,
a 7. Yeah.
okay. I'll give sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off there. Leo, I guess I would give that a 6.8.
Okay.
Uh, no hard feelings from what I remember. I think I gave it 6.2, maybe 6.1,
Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough.
maybe a
Fair
little
enough.
bit lower, maybe a little bit lower.
Yeah, I would
Because
say
I
a
don't again.
6.1 or 6.2 with Wolfman. And
Okay.
then Gran Turismo, I would also give like a 6.5, maybe.
Which by the way, I am going to be creating a spreadsheet for us, and I'm going to start putting
We
down
got to
our
do the
numbers.
rubric, guys. We'll get back to you on the rubric. We
Yeah,
swear. We
yeah, yeah.
swear.
We'll we'll post it on you guys for you guys, and then you guys can let us know if we're wrong, we're right. If you agree, if we're wrong, it doesn't matter. It's all opinion based by the end of the day, right? So
Yeah, we're just here to talk about it. Next up for me was Evil Dead Rising, another one I watched in spooky season. I had a lot of fun with this movie.
ooh,
I'm
I've
already
been
going to go ahead and say that I personally would give it a 7. It
okay, and
was,
that's the one with the mom, right?
yes,
In the
yes.
bathtub and like looking through the apartment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, that was so good. So you liked it?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought it was so fun. It's definitely not for the weak-hearted. If you don't like blood,
Right.
don't watch this movie.
So
Don't
I
watch this
totally
movie.
watch those type of movies, like scary movies, when Jamie is out of town. So that's when I try to catch up on my horror movies. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'd give it a 7. I really had fun with it. I don't know how other people felt about that movie, but it was just the amount of crazy that you want in a horror movie, and they didn't get too tied up in the lore, but they added just enough to to give you a sense of the Evil Dead world. So I'm definitely excited to see what their next installment is, because it does seem to show that there's going to be another one.
Sweet. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man, because now it makes me like more excited to watch it now.
Oh, absolutely. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk
What'd you
about.
give it?
Sorry, go ahead.
What'd you give it, by the way?
7. A 7.
Oh, 7. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
A nice 7.0. Nice.
Yeah. The next set I'm going to talk about is a set because it's a Wes Anderson project. Different short stories by Roald Dahl. He released them all on Netflix. If you haven't seen them, it is The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar with Benedict Cumberbatch. There's another one, Ratcatcher and The Swan, all of which are Roald Dahl stories. And you watch them. Actually, they all have Benedict Cumberbatch. They have the same actors, Benedict Cumberbatch and, oh my gosh, Ben Kingsley. Ben Kingsley. I'm glad I thought of it quickly. And they're really good. They're a lot of fun to watch. It's got the Wes Anderson style, great sets, good acting. It's very quiet and can be slightly awkward, but the storytelling is already built in because it's Roald Dahl, so it has its own tempo and feeling, okay, so that you can feel it compared to the leisurely way that Wes Anderson likes to make movies. Because when you watch at least his older stuff, everything takes time. Nobody's in a hurry to go anywhere.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, in these projects, you get a little bit more of a sense of urgency. It feels like you're watching a stage play, like a very intricate stage play. I would recommend all 3 of them. Best one to me was probably The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. If you have to pick one, it was a fantastic watch. It's only 38 minutes. The other 2 are 17 minutes each. So definitely fun to watch. If you've got Netflix, it's free. And maybe they'll have a traveling attraction with the Roald Dahl stories. You never know.
Sounds good. Sounds short and sweet.
Yes, it does.
Again, easy watch, right? Something that you can just watch when you're like, I'm tired. I don't want to watch something that's 3 hours long, because movies these days are 2 hours long. Now you can watch something. You're like, all right, that was good. I liked it. You know.
Speaking of 3-hour movies that I have not seen, Jason, how's Killers of the Flower Moon? I'm so disappointed in myself that I haven't watched this yet.
I'm not disappointed you haven't. If I'm being completely honest, Killers of the Flower Moon. I was so excited for this movie to come out. Martin Scorsese, 3 hours long, 3 hours and 12. I can't remember how long it was. I would, I don't know. I'm trying to explain to myself, like trying to rethink, because it's been a while since I've seen it. I thought the acting was phenomenal, first of all, from all the actors. Amazing. Great storytelling too. But I don't know if it really had to be 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, Scorsese is tending to love making really long movies now.
With Scorsese films, like, you kind of don't know where this film is going. I guess, and I know it's based off a book, and it's like historical and stuff like that. So you kind of know where this is going. We know what happens to the Native Americans, but like at the same time, you're still a movie, and you want to make it at least give it a thrill. And throughout the whole movie, you felt where this is going. So it kind of, yes, the dialogue was great and all this stuff, but like, dialogue is only great if like this film is going somewhere, and it didn't really feel like it went anywhere, because we kind of felt we already knew where it was going. I feel like the trailers really hurt this film too, because again, we knew what was going to happen. It was just kind of unfortunate, and that's why I really disliked about this film, and like I think that's why a lot of people were very disappointing. Stories, again, really heartbreaking if you think about it. Like, and again, they're telling their story, and like how fucked up, and how they were trying to take over the oil, and like it was reserved for the natives and things like that. It's a pretty tragic story, but again, it just didn't I don't care if he's a phenomenal director. I don't care if they have great cast and stuff like that. If you don't really catch someone with the story and kind of like really pull in the audience,
Give it
I don't.
excitement.
Yeah, I don't really feel
Intrigue.
like. Yeah, I don't feel like they did that. You know what I mean?
And the worst part is, it's supposed to play like a mystery. Like the book, from
And
what
it
I
didn't.
understand, is like a mystery.
Yeah, yeah. And if that's the case, if the book was supposed to play like a mystery, this movie did not at all.
It
Shutter
was
Island.
also heavily historical, like a
Yeah,
lot of first primary sources and secondary sources.
right. And Shutter Island itself, I know it's fictional, but it was supposed to play like it plays like a mystery, and the movie it played like a mystery. So like if that's what he was trying to do, like it just didn't hit. And I'm not trying to compare those two movies because again, historical
Well,
based.
they're both his.
Yeah,
You
so it's
can compare them. They're both his, and they both have Leonardo DiCaprio in them. Why not?
yeah,
Compare them.
and this is the first time we got Leo and um oh my god, Robert De Niro. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. And I thought Robert De Niro was probably the best one in this film, in my personal opinion. And I love Leo. I think he's like one of my favorite actors of all time. But I liked him as his character. And again, I just think it just fell short for me, and I was kind of disappointed. Kind of disappointed.
That's too bad to hear. What would you give it? I'm still gonna watch it, but I do want to. I want to read the book first.
You know what, man? Again, like the acting and some of the cinematography was pretty good. Yeah, just like the acting from everybody, I thought they all did a phenomenal job. So like, I hate taking away from anything that they did, but again, story based and just where it went, and it just didn't really catch me again. I'd probably give it like a 6.6. Yeah,
Oh
I
shit!
wouldn't watch it again. Well, I'd probably watch it one more time to because like maybe I'm being harsh, but again, it's a 3.5 hour long movie. I'd watch it again just to be sure. And
You
I
wouldn't
don't know.
watch it again?
I don't know if I would.
Oh, it's 3 hours long. That's difficult to
Yeah,
watch.
I'd watch it again because I'm like, maybe am I missing something? Like what, you know? But I don't know, man.
Fair enough. Okay.
And
All
and,
right.
and you know, you love historical movies, you know, like
I
All
do.
Quiet on the Western Front. That was a good take on that film. I know that's fictional
That was
too.
great. Yeah, and it is, but it also, from what I understand, it did capture the feeling of the time.
Yeah,
Uh,
like we know what happens,
mhm.
but like again, you felt that suspense, you felt that thrill. Like you feel those thrills in those historic movies, and we're like, oh my god, I didn't feel this with this film. So that's why I had to put it that low.
Okay, fair enough. Let's. That's too bad. I'm sad. But let's go on to something we've both watched. Ah, man. I'm
Which
still
one do
gonna
you want?
watch it. I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I
watch
just
it, watch it. Sure, I want your opinion because I know you really were really excited about it. You're a history buff. Watch it. Don't let my opinion skew you anyway, but I definitely want to hear your opinion on it too. So,
all right. Thank you. We're gonna move on though. Jason, a show that we've been waiting quite some time for.
which one,
Invincible.
man?
Invincible.
You want to go Invincible first? Okay, cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How
Season
you
two.
like the new season of Invincible?
Season two of Invincible, fucking amazing. We're only halfway through. We got through the first half. They're taking a holiday break, as they should, right? Because it's pretty tough to watch new episodes during this time. Watch a new series at this time. Bro, coming back right where they left off. I think that mini series that they had with Adam Eve just feel like they're going to tell a little bit more about her story because we didn't get a lot of her in this first half of the season of season two.
Yes.
But they start tying in a lot more stuff. They're bringing in new characters, and you start seeing like more character development, not only from the main characters but also from side characters, which I thought was amazing. Like you just see more character development from each and every character as a cartoon. That's insane. Like more better shows than some live action shows that we're watching right now. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
And again, I'm always blown away about how stacked this cast is. Also, I didn't even know Mark Hamill was in this until like what I love about Amazon Prime, it's on Prime Video, guys. When you press pause or just like click on it, if you're curious about who that voice actor is, you just click on it real quick and it'll say who the voice actors are. Love that about Prime Video. I think that's some of the best thing. Give credit to those actors, because a lot of the people that watch animes or anything like that, you're wondering like, wow, I really like this person's voice acting. Who is that character? And then you'd be surprised who it is. Like literally click on it. Even the animated movies, sometimes you forget.
I've already noticed two like voice actors, and I don't know if they're in other things, but there is someone who plays Daphne and Scooby Doo in that show, and then the guy that plays Optimus Prime is in that show. We've
Yes,
obviously
yeah.
got Seth Rogen, we've got Steve Yeun, we've got more, but those are the ones that
J.K. Simmons, Mark Hamill.
J.K. Simmons. Who is Mark Hamill's character?
He played one of he plays the one that made Omni Man and Invincible's costumes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very small character. Yeah. One thing that I really did like was the character that blew himself up after Omni Man, like in the season 1, right? He worked for I forgot what character his name is, but he worked for some
Nick Fury.
yeah, he worked for Reverse Nick Fury.
Reverse Nick Fury.
Yeah, bro, but like he's starting to realize like, wait, am I a clone? Like, what the hell? Like, I thought that was pretty intense. Again, just a lot of character development with
Alan's storyline that they just threw in for us out of nowhere.
Whose storyline?
Alan the alien.
Oh, Alan the alien storyline too. Yeah, again, like it's just character development up the wazoo, and I don't think he's dead, by the way.
I hope not. I hope he's still alive. It looks like they tried to salvage his body, but Thetis tried to. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
Thetis tried to kill him.
Thetis, definitely Viltrumite.
Yeah. I would say so. I definitely hate Viltrumites after that episode. I mean, I hated them before, but now I'm like, oh, this mother. Anyway, definitely get on the bandwagon, guys. It's worth it. It's worth the ride.
Yeah. If you guys love The Boys, if you guys seen The Boys or Genv or anything like that, again, I know it's a cartoon series, but it's such a great, well-written show. You'll forget that it's a cartoon. It's raunchy. It's very bloody. But again, it's a cartoon, so you can get through it, whatever. It's not a big deal. But yeah, the characters do such a great job, and the animation is just amazing.
Catch it on Amazon Prime, guys. Jason, what else you got for us?
Speaking of The Boys, the spin-off series Genv, man. I know we talked a little bit about it, but like let's talk about what we loved about it. We got the season finale. We got to see Soldier Boy in a dream. We got to see Homelander at the very end, which is fucking dope. And you can just tell that
Homelander too. What a piece of.
Oh, I know, dude.
He's so good at being a piece of trash, just complete trash.
Dude, like the more I like see him in these shows, like the more I like him, just because he's doing a great job. Like he's doing what we need him to do as a villain. Like you want to hate this dude, but you're also kind of like, man, he's really good at this. Like it's just
he's good at what he does. Yeah, absolutely. He's very good at what he does.
And they already renewed Genv season 2, and yeah, so supposedly Genv is supposed to tie into season 4, The Boys. So I highly recommend you guys watch this. If you guys, it might be better. Honestly, it might be my favorite The Boys season. I really like Genv season 1.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. And honestly, I think it made a great expansion on the world of The Boys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I like it more just because I really do. I like the characters in The Boys. They're just they're epic.
I don't know, man. I think the only characters that I like in The Boys is Homelander. We also got an appearance of oh my god, what's his name? The one that says cunt a lot.
I don't know. Who are we talking about? Billy.
Yeah, Butcher. Yeah, Butcher. Yeah, Billy. Yeah, Butcher. Yeah, he
at the very end.
Yeah, at the very end, we see him. But those are my two favorite characters. I'm kind of annoyed with Starfire. Also, the main character that we see at the beginning, I already forgot his name,
All
but
right.
he's annoying. I freaking hate him.
Jack Quaid's
But
character.
Jack Quaid. He's kind of annoying because like he's like, I want powers, I want to be, invincible and stuff like that. It's just but also the side characters, like the ones that are part of the group, actually really like them too.
Yeah, I was about to say I love Frenchie. I
Yeah.
like Kimiko, right?
Yeah,
Kimiko.
yeah. I love her too, actually, too now. And
And I like what's his name? The
no,
friend,
no,
the one who has a daughter.
I'm not sure. Now I'm thinking about it, I actually really like a lot of their characters. I think it's just Jack Quaid and
Starlight.
Starlight that pissed me off. I don't know.
I like them too. Well, Jack Quaid's character in that last season, but they wanted you to dislike him. You
Yeah,
know what
that's
I mean?
true. The Deep was dope. The Deep's always dope.
Favorite character. Favorite character. Shoot, I even liked Soldier Boy. He was such a piece of trash.
Soldier Boy's cool. Yeah, you know what? You're right. But I still really like a lot of the characters in Gen B, and it's good. Like I'm kind of waiting to see how they interact and stuff. So
Yeah, I'm excited. And then with that ending, where they have them locked up in the same facility that the brother was locked up in, there's a lot to be done there. There's a lot to be done. So very excited. Go check out Gen V on Prime Video as well,
what
guys.
do you give Gen B as far as a rating? Oh well, yeah. Before we do that, Invincible season 2.
Well, it's not done yet, so I'm going to reserve my.
Oh yeah. We'll wait on that. Gen B for myself, 9.1.
Dang, that's
Yeah, man,
hot.
I loved it.
I'd give it about an 8.2. 8.2.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, it's very well done. Um, but if you can't watch it immediately, it's understandable. Next one for me, though, I wanted to talk to you about Loki. Back to the MCU. How'd you like Loki, man? I we have a lot to talk about, guys. So we're gonna bring up Loki. I know it just ended a few weeks back, but the way it ended, and spoiler alert, if you have not watched Loki, this is your time to stop listening to us. What did you think of that end?
I really liked it. I just didn't know where it was going with Loki figuring out like what his purpose was. Um, Kind of ties into everything from like season 1 and like just like the way he died in Infinity War and stuff, and like he just realized like what his purpose was, which was pretty crazy, and how like it just all tied in together. Like he was like, "Oh, I do have a purpose. No, wait, I'm meant for more," and blah blah blah, and he just realized like I need to keep this sacred timeline together to save like trillions of lives. Um, I thought it was beautiful the way it ended. Uh,
Honestly, it was very poetic. I was like, dang, Marvel did a good one on this one.
they really did.
They knocked it out of the park. You look at Secret Invasion and then you watch Loki and you're like, okay, they've just got a quality problem or a quality control problem. It's
Yeah,
not
they really do.
It's just they're putting out too much stuff. They're putting out too much stuff. Because
Jonathan Majors did a great job. Kwai Yu Quinn. I don't know if I'm Quinn. Yeah, I loved his character. I'm glad that he was part of that team. Like I loved him. Have him in more movies. Like he needs to
Owen
get more.
Wilson was great
Oh,
again.
Wilson was great again. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I had a great time watching that show, and it felt meaningful to watch. Like watching his character make that sacrifice at the end to pretty much sit on the throne of eternity forever and just have control the timelines and make sure that they don't fall apart. He's
yeah.
literally holding the fabric of reality together. So that's pretty.
Ultimate sacrifice, and like he's just watching like all his loved ones like live their lives. It's pretty epic.
Yeah, no, it was great. What would you give season 2 of Loki? And what I would assume is the series finale of Loki.
I would say 8.4, just because there was a one episode or two that kind of just felt like it dragged just a little bit, but it was a good storyline and it was building up to it. So, but yeah, overall, it was 8.4.
Because of the strong ending, good acting, and build up, I want to give it like an 8.9 or a 9.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I agree with that. That's why I was like, I don't know if it's too low for me, but there was a few episodes where we're just like, where are we going with this? And yeah, they went with it.
They did. They went great places with it. Let me see. What else have we been watching, Jason? Oh, Goosebumps.
Did you
Could have
did you watch?
on a lighter note, Goosebumps.
Did you finish watching it?
Yes and no. I'm on the very last episode, but it looks like just a little add-on episode, so I'm not too concerned.
Okay, okay. So I was really enjoying Goosebumps. I thought they really tied in a lot of the stuff, like episodes that we loved in the past. I thought it was pretty cool. They brought in Slappy. Um, there was just one moment, like they should have stopped after episode 8.
Oh, so the
Is my,
episode I'm on about the poodle is the one that's not great?
the one where they threw him off the cliff, right?
I have not watched. Wait. I've not watched episode 9, so I'm not sure. I just know that
No,
the
they threw
teachers.
Slappy off the cliff already, right?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yes, they should have ended with that. That should have been end of season 1. That's it.
What's wrong
These
with
next
the episode I'm on, the poodle episode?
the next 2 episodes, they
There's
just
2?
weren't. Yeah, there's one more after that, and then there's the final one. It just went too far. It just they lost me after that. Like, and then also like the character that was the one that was Daredevil, the one that was eating the worms and stuff. Like at first, like you thought he was like a numbskull, but turns out he's not. He like falls in love with the one of the other characters. Like, what was his character all about? Wasn't he like a total numbskull, and now he's kind of smart? Like, what's going on? Like, what do you want from these characters? These characters are going like left and right. Like, there's not character development, and I get it. It's Goosebumps. We have all these horror aspects of it, but if you're going to keep those same characters continuing a story, I think what we liked about Goosebumps, it was just like a quick short with different characters, so you don't really have to build a character. You just have to build that horror aspect of it, and then the show ends. This one is like, oh, we're trying to put all the horror aspects that we liked from each show that we used to watch or book that we read, and try to build in a story around it, and it just did not work for me at the end. It did at first, and again, it should have ended it should have ended at episode 8, and there should have been a season 2 after that, because I think they just kind of just expanded it more because I don't know what they wanted to do, but it just did not work. It just did not work.
I think what they want to do is make it one of those like serial episode shows. Like there'll be big storylines and then just filler episodes, because when you're
No,
watching
like,
Goosebumps, it's not like I can't wait to see what happens in this next story development episode. Well, at least back in the day. In this one, they tried to make it a little more like that. So I see where you're going with that.
they
But I
closed it
think
with
that's
this
what they
episode.
wanted to do with the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, they closed it with this series. Like maybe they were like writing it, and they're like maybe they didn't get approved for a season 2, so like, oh, let's add on another 2 episodes to close this out.
Oh,
That's what
so
it felt.
there's no season 2 coming?
I don't know, but that's what it felt like.
Okay.
So, and I was really enjoying that. Like this, that's the worst part. Like I was really enjoying it. I know the acting wasn't great. I know it was very cheesy at times. Like, oh, this is so silly. But
It's a teen show. Like it's made for 12 and 13-year-olds. You know what I mean? Like
I know, but like, I don't know, man. It was just, I can't say, because I'll watch back some of the movies that I've seen like on Disney Channel and stuff. Like, well, this is terrible, but I love this. So I can't. You're right. It is a teen show, but as a teen show, and if I was a writer and if I wanted to milk the shit out of this, I would have ended it at episode 8.
Oh yeah. Hope for a renewal and then drop those other 2, because I feel like, at least from what I saw with this episode 9, was that it would have been a great season 2 opener.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like because end of season 8, like Slappy gets thrown off a cliff, he falls, and he just opens his eyes at the end, and then that's how it ends.
Yeah, it's a good way to end a
season
horror
2.
show.
What happens to Slappy?
2. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed watching that one. We had a lot of we were trying to catch up with all this spooky season stuff. Still have to go see Wish. Planning on going to see Wish, Killers of the Flower Moon in my case. Got a few other movies that I want to see. I still haven't seen Talk to Me, but Jason and viewers, we've got a few weeks before we bring it out to you. But we're getting you our year in review episodes coming out. So be ready for it. We are back. We're back. We're gonna put these episodes out for you guys. So please be on the lookout for our year in review episodes.
Well, yeah, and then also just want to give you guys a quick Spotify Wrapped came out, right? Um, what was your favorite top artist, man?
Guess.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that was an easy one. I listened to so much Bad Bunny this year. It was wild.
yeah,
Well,
mine was
because
Kendrick,
I haven't listened to him in months. Like his songs
dude.
will come up here and there, but I haven't really listened to him in months.
Yeah, dude. I was surprised too. Kendrick was my top artist this year, and I was like, wait. I was like, I haven't listened to him since like February, March. Like what? So it was kind of weird.
But that's how much you listened to him in February.
Well, from October of 2022 to February for sure, I was definitely like heavy Kendrick, and then I kind of fell off on the music, so maybe that's why it stayed. So I don't know. It was very interesting.
My next ones were like Nine Inch Nails, Gorillaz. I had Queens of the Stone Age on there, I think.
Yeah, I
My
had
daughter's favorite band came up on there. I was like, oh, there you are.
yeah. You know what? You know it was really cool. A few people sent me screenshots of their top 5 podcasts, and we were on there. So that made me I almost cried, guys. So I really appreciate you guys for listening to us. I'm sorry we apologize for not being releasing episodes, but we will be grinding and we'll try to release some more.
Yes, sir. All right. If that's it for you, Jason, that's all I got. You got any shout outs?
No, shout out to the family again back at home. Not just my family, but your family, Luigi. They're amazing. You're amazing. It was great seeing you. Can't wait to see everybody for the Christmas holidays. And yeah, it's a good time to be with the family and stuff. So we appreciate everything everyone doesn't never goes unnoticed, and we hope you enjoy your holidays.
Agreed. I couldn't have said it better. I'm going to let you guys go with that. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week for another episode of Revenge of the Pod. Peace out, everybody.